Hello again, everybody. Harry Oxford, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, the 18th. These are the charts of the day, and it's time for a review, a weekly review, which we do every Thursday for our current active swings, both long and short. I'm going to start off at AAOI, which broke out and pulled back for a couple of days when semiconductors did. But I'm looking to see if it consolidates bullishly without breaking down too far and extends to my next target at 13.5, followed by 16. AEHR, a fantastic swing, broke out. We put a swing on it. It just exploded from the 1450 range into the low 20s. Today was a pullback consolidation day as volume backed off as well. Nevertheless, we'd like to see it extend, and if it does, looking for 23 and 26. ASTS did a pop in coil and then popped again. Today it did back off a little bit, but the rising channel told me we have a shot in the high teens. BCRX broke out and now pulling back for a couple of days, retesting support. We hold it 7.5, 8.5, and 9.25 targets. CENX popped, broke out, and pulled back, and then popped again, but couldn't get through. Today was a pretty nasty day for it. Down $1.29, 6.75%. I don't like this one. I would say stop under 17.5, or just pennies away from that. Coya popped and ran up to the declining top line and backed off. Today was a bit of a reversal, but I still like the overall look of this chart. I'm looking for a breakout above 8, and then a run to 8.5, 9, and 10.5. Beyond that, long-term mid-teens. CRNT, which was a big swing for us here, backed off over the last few months, and it's broken out again. After pulling back for a couple of days to the moving average, I put a swing on it today. I'm looking for a move back up to that 3.25 half area, and then 4.25 half. GERN pop, broke out and pulled back in a falling wedge, and now it's moving up again, but the last couple of days saw it pull back on low volume. If it holds support around 420, I'll be looking for an extension to 5.75 and 6.75. INFA on the short side has worked out very well as this bear flag collapsed. It dropped from 31 to a low of 24.75 today, which is the lowest level we've seen since last November. Still possible we go lower, but this looks like a 1, 2, 3. I would cover here for a pop back to 28, reshort it for a move into the low 20s. JBL on my short side, with a massive top formation, it snapped back. Today dropped 270 and may be ready for a further breakdown towards 100. Below that, 85.6. JOBY was put out last couple of days. It moved up and it's consolidating in here. If it backs and fills and or holds 6.75, 660, then I'm not looking for another run to about 880, 85. Laird Superfoods acting well, consolidating right on the trend line here. So it's either a buy here for a run to 8.9 or a breakdown and a pullback to the 3 and then 2.5 area. MYO was recently added. Beautiful base, breakout, coil, explosion, move, 6-month consolidation, a breakout, and a mini flag. I like the look of this for a move to 6.75 and 8.5. RIVN popped, pulled back and wedged. We put a swing on it. It went from 13 to 14 range up to 18 and backed off a little bit. Still like the overall look of this pattern. Market permitting, I think the stock makes it into the low 20s. SGHT popped out, pulled back to coil and broke out. We got a swing on this one, targeting 9 and 11. SIG on the downside, short, broke down, bear wedge. Today dropped another less than $1, but it's right on support. Further damage could see the stock into the mid-70s. SOUN broke out of a big coil, exploded to resistance and backed off. What we're looking for is a breakout above 645 and then a run to 7.75 and 9.75. And finally, ZETA, beautiful action on this stock. Now seen it up 6 days in a row. If it consolidates for a little bit, we may see mid-20s on this stock. Let's look at some of the current active swings, both long and short, at thetechtrader.com. Good night, everybody.